welcome everyone to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Chanticleers will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, and I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly
picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Reads it, fires complete. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. He'll keep it himself. They get him in the backfield and he loses 3 on the play. The Chanticleers headed quickly to the line. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Chanticleers looking to convert on 4th down. Quarterback on the keeper. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Bunch formation for these receivers. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now improvising. He'll get rid of it. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. There he goes to the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Western Michigan rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Trying play action. Here's the pressure. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Rush is on him, and the ball is free in the end zone. That ball was just lying there forever in the end zone, and the defense finally pounced on it.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. He got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's
time to take a shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. It'll be a draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
From the gun on 3rd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He stopped at the 19-yard line. A big play there to get the pick and take it back inside the 20.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Continues to fight for yards. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you, keep them off balance.
Quickly complete. Still running at the 40. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Now on 2nd down. They're going back to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it. And he will score! Touchdown, Notre Dame! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Working the middle, it's complete. Got a lot of room to the right. Past the 30. He's got the sidelines going nuts. Gets it down to the 18-yard line. The Chanticleers racing to the line in a hurry-up. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
And the Chanticleers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Third down play from the gun. Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. And this one is perfect. It's our force to settle for the field goal. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Back on offense. Game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep plowing it on until they find an answer.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. Let's see what they do on third down. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Hoping to move the chains. Here comes Notre Dame on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Great place to start for this offense. To the air on first down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere and
breaks into the open. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Not overly complicated, not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to blocking, and boom, make a big play.
Catch in the middle, it's Samuel. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Working that left side now. Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and then throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Now on first and goal, score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Wants to go up top. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Irish! Quick strike through the air for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll try to do it himself. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The shot that clears, send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Oh, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime and potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He rifles one deep down the middle. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Using his legs to buy some time. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give to the running back from the shotgun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. By the coverage unit to stop the return man. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by...
Oh, he's got some space. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more. They pick up the first down out to the 30.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Off the play fake on first down. Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight up front. They're just getting beat across the board.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. And the Chanticleers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here come the Irish, back on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Skips away from pressure. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Going for the big play. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Finding an escape route. Turning it on. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Gets it out fast. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Wants to go up top. Unloads it left. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watch the film. They watch this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. Here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the be a catch, and he just got too excited. The shot that clears will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Got a little space. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Caught over the middle. It's Samuel. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. He'll throw on third down. Quickly complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Hauls it in.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throwing right. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Got some room to run.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Finds the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it near short of the first down. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. And the Chanticleers line up to punt it away. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've just self-destructed too many times so far already with 3 interceptions in the game. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. And he'll go out of bounds, and his aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's first and 10 from the 40. Fires toward the target. Finds a man on the right. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. This should be the last play of the quarter. Second and 10, he'll throw again. It's complete to the left. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! If he can keep putting together game games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewitt, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it out. And the returner will be brought down. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was... on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Not 1, but 2 sacks on the day, and possibly more to come. Still time left in this football game, and this is a beatdown. You know all passes are coming. This offensive line better do a better job.
He lofts one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They'll try the right side. Gets away from one, finds room. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Floats it out in space. Touchdown, Irish! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Mississippi State is down, but not out of it. Not with those cowbells ringing inside Davis-Wade Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Middle Tennessee. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those... There he goes! He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably...
Open field on the right. The 30. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The shot that clears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Just a short pass to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Now the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. One drive is already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again, this time a rather long one from 46 yards out. Good, right down the boulevard. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Running to Green. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to scramble. He's going to sling it into the heart of the field. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work. Johnson wants to throw it.
Fires left. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. And the shot that clears will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here come the Irish back on offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. This offense has it with really good field position.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
Johnson looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Headed to the end zone. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Connection to the right. He's into the open down the middle. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that. But they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the detail. Make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. The RPO, it's complete. At the 45, on his way. He's loose on the right. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. All wideouts, no backs. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half. Looking downfield on first down. And they can't make the connection.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Using the quick game. On the move at the 30. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Coastal Carolina, 20.
Bringing it out. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Punch it out of the air. And we've been waiting to see the spin move, and so too had the defense. They were ready for it. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the grab close to the logo. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing they delivered today, this team is firing on all cylinders through Week 7.
We've been talking a lot about this team, but you want to be remembered in the month of November. The most important part in the meat of this schedule now is coming up. If you play well throughout the second half of the year, we're talking college football playoff potential here.
Yeah, but you got to start somewhere, right? And I like that they started strong, made it to Week 7 now. Yes, the rivalries are coming up, and more important games are coming up, but you did what you needed to do to start the season.